everybody. It's Friday again, and it's time for another 420 Magical Sesh. I am Hobbit.
And I'm JMC. We're here to get launched, share a moment with you, and tell some stories. We invite you to grab your launch box.
Or MD box.
And join us.
That's right. Starting off with some cannabis news today. A new study has shown that states that have legalized recreational use of cannabis, allowing for retail sales, have corresponded in a significant decrease in alcohol, pain medication, and cigarettes. So it seems that people are choosing a healthier alternative when one exists legally. So.
Love it. Cannabis win.
Cannabis for the win, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of cannabis winning, there's certainly the potential for that to happen in 4 new states this November are going to be on the ballot for legalization. That's North and South Dakota, Maryland, and Missouri. So 4 states are going to have a chance now to legalize and join the fold. So.
Awesome. Join us.
Another study done right here in San Diego at the University of California. They looked at data from Colorado and the legalization, because that was one of the first states to legalize. And what they did is they examined traffic statistics to see if there was any increase in traffic accidents as a result of legalization. And great news, there's not. There's no significant decrease of any kind in traffic accidents following the legalization of cannabis in their state.
That would have been my guess, honestly.
Yeah, you know, but the opponents of legalization have always said, oh, if you legalize, we're going to have people crashing into each other and falling asleep and smoking joints at the red lights. And none of that has actually happened. And the good news is that, you know, that the results are in, and it shows that, you know, legal cannabis is going along with people using it responsibly. So that's great news to hear. So.
Great news. I love that.
Absolutely. Very good. And for some cannabis news a little closer to home, here at Magic Flight HQ, this week we are highlighting our awesome finishing grinder, which takes your bud and transforms it into a near perfect grind, similar to what you get with an electric coffee maker. Or not coffee maker, coffee grinder, or coffee bean grinder rather, where you get that real fine grind, which makes for optimal vaporization. It really makes a big difference.
It does. It's really a must, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One little hack I learned, I think a customer actually wrote in one time and told me about this. Excellent. And he said what he was doing is he would load the bud into the launch box and engage the battery and just draw on the bud, which would have the effect of drying out the bud a little bit. Yeah. And then to take the bud and to break it apart with your fingers and put it into the finishing grinder. That way it grinds quicker and easier, and the results are amazing.
Fantastic.
It comes out with an amazing grind. So.
You know, that makes me think too that a good rule of thumb may be if you can't break it apart with your fingers, then it's not dry enough to grind.
That's true, and so
right?
you know, baking the bud in your box first will dry it out and give you that perfect grind every time.
Fantastic.
And that's a grind I can get into.
That kind of grind, a kind grind.
A kind grind. Be kind and I was gonna try
and regrind.
Yeah, be kind and regrind. And that didn't work.
That's a 90s thing. You're not gonna get it.
Yeah, you kids aren't gonna know what we're talking about. The customers write in all the time with cool little tips and experiences. It's really cool. They also write in with love letters, which is one of the best parts of the job, is getting to read these. And each week we like to take a minute and share one with you. What do we got this week, Jenny?
All right, here we go. We've got one from Stephen in Oklahoma.
Ooh.
He says, first, what incredible customer care. I have not seen a company so invested in the endeavor to bring such magic into the world.
That's awesome.
What an unbelievable investment it is to purchase one of these. Thank you, Steve.
Also, a customer sent us in this awesome picture of their launch box in London, England. a beautiful night with a view of the Tower Bridge. How cool is that?
That's fantastic.
These launch boxes really do get around.
They do.
I love it. So be sure to send in your pictures of the launch box from wherever places you may roam. We love seeing these pics and we love sharing them as well. So very cool. And in other news, a bull has escaped in an industrial zone in the city of Lod, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, near Tel Aviv, Israel, setting off an absolute panic in the streets as it was running wild. And somehow the bull found its way into the offices of a bank. I don't know how it made it through the door. Maybe somebody held the door open as the raging bull came through.
Maybe there's a red flag out in front.
A little matador, you know. But anyway, it got inside the offices, was running around the offices of this bank for a half an hour.
Wow.
Insane. People tried to corral it, you know, doing their best cowboy impression, but apparently the rope frayed. It didn't work at all.
No good.
Yeah, so
no bull.
the authorities came in and were able to tranquilize the bull. Fortunately, nobody was injured, including the bull. So you know, yeah, it all worked out okay. Just a little bit of excitement, especially if you're working at a bank, you know, where things are pretty boring anyway. So nothing like having a bull come running through to liven up your day.
Love
it. In other news, a California man smuggled more than 1,700, that's 1,700 wild animals into the U.S.
What?
Yeah, that's quite the quota, or quite the.
What is personal collection, or is he selling them?
Yeah, it was for nefarious, you know, to make money, but he got arrested while trying to cross the border from Mexico into the U.S. with, get this, over 60 reptiles hidden in bags in his clothing.
And his clothing.
So that's obviously why he got caught. You know, he just tried to maybe cross with like 20 or 30 or a reasonable amount of reptiles hidden in your clothing. But 60, you're pushing it, man. And you know.
But those officers are just lizards. Yeah.
Well, can't do the
in
time.
In all my pockets.
In every pocket, crevice, who knows? They're probably still pulling lizards out of them at the jail cell.
Forgot about that one.
And right here in San Diego, California, at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, a southern white rhino was just conceived.
Aww.
Yeah, there's some video of it following its mother around. Adorable little guy. They named him Future, which is forward-looking name.
I love it.
So yeah, more white rhinos in the world. So that's good. And lastly, a huge complex of over 500 standing stones has been discovered in southern Spain.
What?
They're saying this could be the largest in all of Europe. So take that, Stonehenge. There's a new champion in town. Researchers said it was probable that some of the oldest stones at the site were erected during the second half of the 6th or 5th millennium BC. So it goes back quite a ways. It's really amazing what some ancient people were able to accomplish. They, you know, with just some hard work, you know, without the technological means that we have these days, the machineries, and it's amazing to see some of that stuff still exists all these years later.
I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me too. So cool.
And I guess what was I gonna say? What a way to get stoned.
Nice.
A whole new meaning to the phrase getting stoned.
I love it. And on that note, we're gonna get stoned ourselves, or complete the job rather. It is Friday after all. We've been working hard and we deserve it.
Yeah, we have, absolutely. And so do you.
And so do you. So thanks everybody for joining us, taking a few moments out of your day. Each week we'll be back with some cool news stories and just a chance to use our launch boxes together in community and share all the cool things happening in the world.
We really appreciate you joining us. From all of us here at Magic Flight, choose love and enjoy your flight.
Take care.
Bye.